We're also working the latest developments in a terror investigation we've been tracking all week.
Tonight, police activity continues outside a Warwick home linked to the alleged terror plot that led to a deadly police-involved shooting in Boston.
And today, family members buried the victim of that shooting, Osama Rahim, one day after viewing surveillance video of his deadly altercation with police. That video still has not been released to the public.
Meanwhile, many questions remain about the ongoing investigation in a quiet Warwick neighborhood where Rahim and two others allegedly discussed his desire to kill.
Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russum joins us now live from Warwick with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom.
Well, we are still seeing a police presence outside of this home on Aspinett Drive in Warwick. You know, the FBI is still looking at a possible connection to terrorism.
Osama Rahim's funeral was this afternoon. He was shot and killed in Boston by police after they say he lunged at them with a knife. His family has had the chance to see surveillance video of his death, but that video has not been made public yet. The family's attorney spoke with reporters yesterday.
I must ask that people keep in mind this is an overwhelming experience for the immediate family. They have lost a loved one. This loved one is being accused of terrible things. In court documents, the FBI says they believe Rahim was planning to randomly kill police officers in Massachusetts. Keep an open mind to look at all the facts, and the facts will lead us where the facts lead us. The FBI says Rahim, his nephew David Wright, and another unnamed man met on a Rhode Island beach this past weekend. The FBI says Wright told them those plans were to behead someone in another state. But the FBI says Rahim changed his plans early Tuesday morning to go after the police. The family's lawyer, Ronald Sullivan, says police didn't have a search warrant when they approached Rahim and is calling for a thorough investigation. Immediate family here are very clear that they want the conversation at this point to turn on the fact that a very young man is dead and whether that shooting was justified.
And here in Warwick, the FBI says their investigation is ongoing. No one has been arrested. Nobody is in custody. Coming up new at 6, we spoke with Senator Jack Reed about homegrown terrorism in the U.S. Live in Warwick with the Mobile Newsroom, Perry Russum, Eyewitness News.
Now the latest developments in the terror investigation we've been tracking all week. About 200 people attended the funeral for Osama Rahim this afternoon, 4 days after he was shot and killed by a joint terrorism task force that says he lunged at them with a knife. Officials now say a video of that incident is expected to be released early next week. In the meantime, state police are still in Warwick, where the FBI is investigating a possible connection to terrorism. Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russum is there now live with reaction from Senator Jack Reed on homegrown terror. That's new at 6.
Well, the FBI says their investigation here in Warwick is still ongoing. We are seeing a police presence. The FBI tells us no one was arrested or placed into custody here in Warwick.
The FBI is still looking at a possible connection to a terrorism plot they say was discussed on a Rhode Island beach this past weekend. A walk away from this house where neighbors say FBI agents were investigating for more than a day. The FBI tells us here in Warwick no one has been arrested or taken into custody. They also say the public is safe. Senator Jack Reed is a senior member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. We asked him about homegrown terror.
Our law enforcement authorities, together with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and our intelligence community, are acutely aware of these lone wolf, self-motivated terrorists.
Senator Reed says even though people may not be in direct contact with terrorist organizations overseas, they can still be radicalized through the internet. He says it's a new dimension on the war on terrorism.
Previously, we were dealing with individuals who were plotting to have some type of spectacular event in the United States, but it was a hierarchical structure. Al-Qaeda was very hierarchical.
And Reed says the government is now dealing with some of these individuals who go on the internet and get inspired to carry out some of these attacks on their own. Live in Warwick with the Mobile Newsroom, Perry Russum, Eyewitness News.